Hello, Rose Soul family. Today, I want to talk about how I'm navigating today. Today, as you can probably see, is like a very rainy day, very murky gray day today. And I woke up after a dream of trying to solve a really big financial decision. It was about my car. And I was dreaming about car shopping and deciding what to do. And like, I'm not currently car shopping. I was just dreaming about it. Um, and that stress was with me when I woke up. So I used my tools, my tools that I create and share for others. I used my Lucien nervous system regulation toolkit, and I immediately felt better. And it's funny because then I dealt with another stressor. Another stressor popped up. I noticed that in my account, I was overcharged by $84 from a phone company. And so I immediately got on line with them and was chatting with one of their representatives. And so dreaming about financial stress, waking up to having a little financial stress spike, and I dealt with it. And although I did not get the outcome that I wanted, because apparently if they want to refund it, like right now it's a credit on my account, so $84 will cover 2 of my phone bills, basically. Not quite, but like 2 months of phone bills. And I was like, okay, but I needed that money for something else. And they're like, well, sorry, if we give you a refund, it's going to be in the mail through with a check. So it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks for you to get it. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. So, that was my little something in the morning. So it was kind of wild that I woke up, and was kind of just in sort of that kind of a day. Um, and, dealt with another spike. But today, what everything taught me is that my tools work. What I offer for others work, because normally that kind of stress or financial stress would have sent me. It would have sent me spiraling. I would have been at such a high stress state, scrambling to figure it out. I would have been, stressing until I had a solution, or all kinds of things. And instead, I used my archetype healing work to regulate, and sitting with it. It's like, this is the kind of story that I can share with people, because I use my tools. Like, my tools work. I use them. I created them for me and share them for others because they work. But I don't talk about them a lot. And I feel like if I start sharing how I use them, that might get me talking about it more. I use this channel as like my little journal now. I've decided to start just posting my thoughts and feelings, and I'm gonna start sharing with you guys how I use my tools and what they are and just kind of what I do. And today I've spent the day creating content and, just really truly being grateful for everything I've created. Sorry, I had yogurt with hemp hearts in it. I could feel a hemp heart sliding its way down. I didn't want it to get stuck in my teeth. But yeah, I use my tools because they work, and they allowed me to go from being extremely burnt out, exhausted, overwhelmed, to being able to move through stress spikes grounded and present. And the tool that I used specifically today was my Lucien Archetype. However, it was the nervous system regulation tool, because I have 2 Lucien PDFs as of right now. Because I'm just starting out my business, I only have 2. And then I have one that is another archetype. But Lucien was a huge part. It's a character. Maybe I should start from the beginning. I create fantasy and story-led inspired healing tools. Your imagination is your biggest asset. So you can change your life by utilizing your imagination and using it as a tool. So something I did when I was going through one of the craziest challenges, craziest months of my life in 2025, I started leaning into the Lucien archetype that I created. And I was working on self-worth and my identity and kind of moving through a lot of healing work that I needed to do. And so that's where I created Lucien. He was a demon king who saw in me what I didn't see. And I used characters and stories to lift myself up and to see my inner power, see my inner worth, and to have that reflected back onto me. And then later on, because I had built up this character, I created a nervous system ritual, nervous system tool that uses that character and creates a very stabilizing nervous system regulating tool. And if you are interested in that, you can go check it out. Maybe I should put something in this video. I don't currently have any like editing tools. I'm just straight up using this as a journal and I'm posting it as rough as whatever happens. But eventually I'll get back to making like formatted videos, maybe. And I'll be able to put stuff on the screen and like show you. But I think, do I have a link? Do I have a link up? You can probably find it. If you go to my page and find if there's a link, it's in there because my link tree will show it. But it was such a groundbreaking tool for me, and I noticed that I don't talk about it enough. I don't share my own stories with it. I have put it out on the internet to be like, hey, this is here, but I don't think people realize how it can be utilized. Like, people don't realize who it might be good for, and I need to start making videos to sort of capture my target audience. So if you have watched this far, you may be my target audience. If you're just here for the rainy day chatty vibes, that's okay too. But that's kind of where I'm at in my business. I'm realizing that I don't have to have a perfect website. I don't have to have everything figured out. I just need to start sharing my stories. So while I'm working on my website, while I'm working on my official stuff, while I'm going through huge life transitions and starting to share more, I'm gonna keep talking about what I do and sharing my tools and just doing it kind of in this kind of a format, because I don't think the people that my stuff's for is going to be the polished target market. I think it's going to be for the burnt out baddies who are struggling and just want to feel better. And I don't think that the people who are in that state care if I show up like this or if I show up in some polished video, you know? Anyways, I love you, Rose Soul fam. Thank you for supporting me on this journey. Thank you for being patient. And I'm just kind of using this as a little vlog series or like a blog, or not even. I guess honestly, it's like a personal journal record of my life. I'm doing this for me mostly, but if anyone sees these videos and it's like, oh, I resonate with that, or ooh, that's a cool tool, I'll go check it out, even better. I hope you have an amazing day.